Hello, this is Art Johnson of New World Communications, and welcome to another episode of Using YouTube Video to Grow Business. This episode is on the workshop that we've put together that we're going to be offering at the end of this month, which is as a great kind of a summation of our development, our personal and our business development that we're sharing with the business community here in the Bothell area. And we're here over at the wonderful Pinnacle Sonata Business Center, Pinnacle Sonata luxury apartment complex. And this is a perfect environment. It has a great boardroom here with seating for 7 other people. This is going to be a small, intimate workshop, a wonderful area for socializing and having food, and for spilling out into a kind of a living room social area so we can further connect. So this is a wonderful environment. So let's go right into using YouTube video to grow business, the workshop, and what we're going to be covering. In Module 1, we're going to be focusing on understanding the YouTube business growth and personal growth opportunity. There are two legs we're walking on here. One is business growth, but also personal business growth that happens to you as you master this whole programming thing and consistently connecting with your audience and giving and creating a world of good here. So we're going to talk about that for an hour. We're leaving time for discussion and all that. We're going to talk about the YouTube architecture, and a lot of people don't realize that YouTube is owned by Google and it's integrated across the whole Google ecosystem. So it's going to solve a lot of issues that you might have on your mind about getting found on the internet and driving people to your website and connecting and developing relationships and competing, locally, regionally, nationally, and even internationally in the marketplace. So we can answer all of those by focusing on this first module. Then Module 2, we're going to be focusing on hardware and software approaches supporting sustainable programming, focusing on sustainable ways that you can sustain yourself to continually produce quality programming every week, a little snippet of programming every week that connects with your audience, that establishes your credibility, that answers questions that might be on people's minds, that show off your inner understanding of whatever your discipline is. So this is a wonderful way to do this, but you need the right hardware and software approach so you don't do overkill and you don't burn out, and you have good ways in doing that. So we're going to talk about all these cool strategies that we've been working with, exploring, experimenting with hardware and software approaches of supporting sustainable programming. Then in Module 3, right before lunch, I know people, too much theory, you want to get your hands on stuff. So we're actually going to do some hands-on low-cost video production skills. It's going to be like an overview. In an hour, you're not going to be mastering everything, but at least you will learn about what's involved, and you'll be sent down the right road in terms of developing your skills. We'll be here around to support you. We have different approaches to work with you. We're actually consultants, so some of our clients will have us produce the videos for them. Some will ask us to work with them or train them so they can do it themselves. And then the third group will say, well, let's do it together. Can you, contract with us to regularly stay on top of us, doing quality programming. So we'll talk about all of that stuff, but within a framework of hands-on. We'll cover different cameras, audio tips and insider tips, different ways to record stuff on the screen, for instance, if you're walking through, even using webinar capability. And, I have a friend who has a viewership of 32,000 people just by producing things with his webcam, focusing on doing Hangouts. That's all he specializes in. After lunch, we'll then get right into the program. Once you've gotten your hands wet and you get a better idea about what they really mean by programming, and we're following the guidelines of the YouTube Content Creators Playbook, which is a guide for being successful by mastering programming, connecting and captivating your audience. And that really takes some good structured pre-production planning. And we'll talk about developing scripted production, and even show you then get right into basic video editing. We're going to be moving the camera around. We're going to actually be producing a little production, about the workshop. So you'll get a chance to get your hands on some of the editing, at least get some taste of it, familiar with some of the technology involved. Then in Module 5, we'll talk about optimizing optimizing your titles. This is a giant, YouTube is the world's second largest search engine. So how you title your stuff will help improve the way you are going to be found. And we're actually using the search term, using YouTube video to grow business, and we're getting top page ranking in organic search. That really means we're not paying somebody offshore to try to tell us, I can do all this stuff for you for $300 a month to drive people to your site. We're actually doing it from a standpoint of quality programming that people are searching for already on YouTube, and they're finding us. So we're going to talk about optimizing, and then we'll go into advanced editing strategies, talk about the very systems available for that and why they're important, what special things you can do with advanced editing that you can't do with basic editing, so you can understand that. And this, even though I say advanced editing, this is not buying an editing suite. It's not the old days. This editing software is under $100 that we are using that is gorgeous, that allows us to do some very, very powerful voiceover strategies, layering, all that kind of stuff. And then in module 6, which is the last module, is we're going to be focusing on building community across several platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Google+, and how to manage the cross-platform marketing without burning out, like being on a hamster wheel. We did a video about how to get rid of your mind virus. Well, one of the secrets is to have an elegant management process that you can immediately, or you can easily do that. And it just so happens in the last few weeks we've seen marvelous architectural changes in the YouTube platform that supports that sharing. And so it's the video that drives all of that, but good pre-production planning is what's going to really guarantee that you won't burn out, and that you can manage and sustain yourself, do a program. You end up with a 52 program series, 52 weeks of programming, and not burn out and still have free time and to do what you need to do. And then the bonus approach through all of this, perverting through all of this, is what's been missing, that we've seen been missing in just all this training, this technical training and this sales, all this stuff. What has really been missing is a heart-centered, what we call a heart-centered New Thought business development approach that is aligned with doing good, aligned with the power, with the way, with the magic keys of success that many, many New Thought thinkers have talked about. Wallace D. Wattles, Rhonda Burns of The Secret, and she has a new book called The Power, which she talks about the power of love, not that regular, not just touchy-feely love, but authentic love of your work and love that's inherent in all things good. And so we're going to be doing that, talking about thinking video and growing rich. And what's so cool about it? It all works. These forces are always at work in the universe, and if you align with them, if you focus in a positive way and you connect with people in an authentic, caring way, that whole merging of New Thought with this whole new social media marketing approach that people are trying to figure out, just boom, the light bulb comes on, you say, oh, I finally get it. I love doing this stuff. This is going to do a world of good, and I'm going to track more of it. So I look forward to inviting you to attend our upcoming Using YouTube Video to Grow Business, the workshop. It'll be a full day event. You'll love it. It's a limited seating, so enroll early and call us if you really like what this video is about. Give us a thumbs up right now. Make a comment. And we want the more comments we have, the more we can be on focus with what your needs are. You might have questions about whether we're going to cover this or that, or what your particular business concerns or challenge or opportunities might be. We'd love to hear from you. Call us. We have a telephone number. Visit us at newworldcom.com. Visit with us inside our New World virtual meeting room. We've got a way that we can meet with people anywhere, all over the world, face-to-face, using this new free technology from Google. So thank you so much for engaging with us, and we look forward to working with you. Thank you so much.